Hi, so I'm Katie Nagy-Nagy-Maxson and I'm a partner at CMS and I'm also co-head of our global fashion and luxury group. We've heard this morning a lot about how luxury isn't immune to the disruption of technology. And in fact, luxury really needs to embrace technology to ensure that all the brands are competitive, to keep up with innovation, and also luxury is not just about the product, it's also about the service and the way that the product is delivered. And technology can really help personalise that delivery of service and make the delivery of the product feel like a luxury. We're really interested in the interplay between technology and consumer, and we've commissioned a piece of independent research where we talk to a number of consumer and retail brands and also to customers, people on the street. And we were looking at artificial intelligence and how that is being used in the consumer sector. And you should have, if you pick up your packs, a copy of our report in those lovely grey bags that are full of all sorts of goodies. And I really urge you to have a look at the report. We found there were a really number of interesting conclusions from that report. So whilst everyone's looking at embracing technology and embracing artificial intelligence, our research actually showed that consumer appetite for artificial intelligence doesn't match the desire for brands to deploy it. So there's a lot of press about AI-powered home delivery, but actually only 1 in 6 consumers is comfortable with the idea of somebody delivering a product to their home. And whilst we found that companies were really confident that consumers were willing to engage with artificial intelligence to, speak to chatbots, actually we found that trust in consumer and retail brands is really low. It's only just better than social media. So consumers trust banks, they trust government, but then after that, it's the brands. So it's really interesting how, when brands start to deploy artificial intelligence, how are you going to build that trust with your customers? And we just actually heard from Deloitte, very interesting, talking about data, and obviously lots of companies now have data protection officers. We found through our research that companies are now looking at not just data protection officers, but actually people specifically employed to look at data ethics. And of course, ethics is great because lawyers are involved in ethics, and obviously I love that. So please do take a look at the report, and if you'd like to have a chat with me or with my colleague Sarah over lunch, do so. Thanks a lot.